Alright guys, so I already did one eye. I always do this to kind of save time, and typically this is like a 3 or 4 different eye look process. Like if I'm not liking one, I like keep switching it up. So I've already put my brows on and cleaned them up with concealer. I'm going to start by using the eyeshadow base in Eye Prom. I believe this is the only shade, but it's not sticky. Just look at that. That was from one touch. I'm going to blend it out. I really like this. It reminds me a lot of the Cologne Cosmetics eye primer that I used until it died. Alright, so I picked out this eyeshadow palette. I believe it's in Composing Seasonal palette. But I need to show you guys a comparison on how big these eyeshadows are. Alright, so I'm going to compare it to the ColourPop. Look at that. These eyeshadow pans are huge. So they did not look this big on the website, but I think that this is an amazing bang for your buck. These pans are huge. Alright, so I'm going to swatch them for you. They are all shimmers except for this matte black. That's pretty good. Ooh. They swatch really well. They had a lot of really cool color combos on here, but this one just struck me because I loved the greens that were in here. I'm going into this lighter green first, and I'm going to be using this awesome mirror that's on here. I know you shouldn't put shimmers in your crease, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm making this halo eye. My dad's in Pennsylvania right now. Text me. Freeze. I am working it up pretty high towards my brow bone, but I do want it to be kind of dramatic. If you don't, then, you know, keep it towards the crease more. Next, I'm going into the darker green. This is the green that sold me on the palette. I absolutely love this green. And I'm going to be working this on the inner and the outer corner. And just bringing them towards the middle again, keeping the middle empty. And I'm going to work and connect them in the crease as well. Going back into that lighter green shade, and I'm going to work on blending out the harsh lines. Alright, so now with a really small smudger brush, I'm going to be going into that matte black, and I'm going to start putting this just in the very corners of the inner and outer corner, and I'm just using this to really create some depth. So looking on the website, they do have a lot of different 4-pan combos. I saw some that were geared towards eye colors, which I thought was really cool. They have one for my green eyes. It's like really pretty dark purples, and I see like a lavender, and I think that would work really well. I just gravitated towards this green seasonal palette. Going back in with that dark green just to make sure that black blends in. Alright, so now I'm just going to put some concealer right in the middle of that eye. Alright, so now with my finger, I'm going to go back into that green shade and just patting that on top of the concealer. Whew. I'm so in love with these shades. They are super pigmented, but super buildable as well. Just blending together like incredibly. I know they're shimmer shades, but these are different than other shimmer shades. I wouldn't even know who to compare these to. Blending that dark green on the edges of that light green just so that it blends in and looks like a proper halo eye. Lastly, for this eye, I'm going to be taking this like really slight peachy shimmer shade at the bottom. And I'm going to be using that on the inner corner and on the brow bone. Alright, I'm using their eyeliner pen. I absolutely love this tip. This is perfect for that inner corner. Alright, and I'm going to glue on my lashes. Hi guys, so I'm half finished with my eyes. So impressed with these eyeshadows. I literally cannot even begin to explain. But I'm sure I'll get into that at the end, but they're just so, so pretty. I'm using their First Base Foundation Primer. This is enriched with aloe vera to calm and protect the skin. It does say that it helps to make foundation last longer and look fresher. Alright, so this does have a bit of a fragrance to it. I don't mind that whatsoever. I think that this is more moisturizing than pore filling, but I need moisture in this winter. My poor skin. Just a heads up guys, I'm drinking coffee as the norm, so please ignore my mouth. I got a Yeti for Christmas. And I've been drinking this coffee slowly for like an hour. Next, I'm using their Base Perfect Liquid Foundation. It's silky, oil-free, long-lasting. I got it in the shade 00N. I'm gonna give myself a couple of pumps. But here is a nice, healthy swatch. It is very, very peachy. I'm going to dot it onto my skin and then blend it out with a damp sponge. It says it has special light diffusing pigments that amplify the light, giving skin a healthy luminosity. Contains vitamin A and E to soothe the condition of the skin, medium to full coverage, suitable for all skin types. Alright, so that was about a pump and a half and it didn't really cover much. I'm going to switch to a brush. I'm going to switch to a flat top buffer brush. I think that particular sponge was just sucking up too much. Because this foundation is more of a whipped texture, I do suggest using a brush to blend it out. I just really don't like using brushes to blend out my foundation. Not really sure why, I've just never been a fan. I suggest using a brush at first, and if you're like me, then finish out with a sponge. But I am noticing it does look pretty dry in some areas. As far as the shade goes, it's much better than when I first thought. I definitely know that once I contour, this is going to match me super well. I'm really pleased with that because at first glance I didn't think that I liked it. Alright, so I did not pick up a concealer from here. They do have several available on their website. I'm just really picky about the shade. Alright, so sometimes I do have a problem to where my concealer and my foundation don't jive. These are jivey. Alright, so next I picked their 8-pan blush highlight palette. This is so gorgeous. I can see myself using each and every single one of these shades. Alright, I'll go through the shades with you really quickly. This is Potato Cake. It is a matte cream. This is Nude. It's a pale peachy pink. It's also matte. This is Peach Glow. It's a soft peach with a little sheen. This is Rhubarb. It is a rose with sheer glow. This is Natural. It's a cream shade with a sheen finish. Toffee Shine is a glowing light gold. Sesame is a matte peachy brown. Apples is a peachy pink, which is also matte. Does have an amazing mirror, just like the eyeshadow palette. I picked this one because I thought it would be best for paler shades. Like, this is a nice bronzy blush, and these two shades I can definitely use to set my under eyes and my face. These are perfect highlighter shades, and all of these blushes will work well. Alright, so I'm just going to go back into my under eye creases. I'm going to go into Potato Cake because it has a slightly yellow look to it. This is also perfect. It just has a little bit more pink to it. It would work, but I typically like to go towards more yellows. I'm going to get a good amount on my brush and use it to set my under eyes. Yeah, I think this is working really well. I do think it's adding just a little bit of coverage as well. So I'm going to use it to go over some of the areas that didn't get so much coverage. Alright, so next I'm going to go into Sesame. This is, like I said, it's a little bit peachy. And I'm going to be using this to do sort of like a bronzy blush area. Taking this up to the temples and on the apples of the cheeks. And I'm even going to go into my temples. And then I'm going to go on the bottom of my nose. Was a little much, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to go in with Toffee Shine. This is that light gold highlighty shade, and I'm going to put this just right on top of my cheekbones. I don't think it's going to be like a straight highlighter, but I think it's going to add a little bit of shine to my cheeks. And I'm going to kind of try and highlight the top of my nose. This isn't like blinding, but I think it just looks really naturally glowy. Alright, I'm going to take my sponge into this shade that we already used to set my under eyes. I'm going to be just picking it up with that wet sponge, and then I'm going to be using it to clean up my nose bronzer kind of contour. Doing the same for under my contour area. Like I said, I think that this peachy bronzer contour that I use is so pretty with this hair. It just looks really natural. It makes me look like perfectly flushed. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my eyebrows, finish one of my eyes, then I'll come back and do the other one with you guys. Alright, so I've completed my eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this eye. I'm just taking this dark green again on the same brush that I used it on before, and I'm just going to blend it on that lower lash line and connecting it to that top. And I'm going to smoke it out as much as I can. I'm taking a little bit of that black and just keeping that super close to the lash line. And then I'm going to be using the Madison Avenue New York Lashes Mascara. I really like the packaging on this. It's really cool. And then there is the wand. It's nice and long and skinny. I think this did a really good job on making my lashes nice and long, but because it is so wet and new, it did get a little clumpy. I think that will get better with each use. Alright, so the last product that I picked out is their lipstick. This is in the shade Pink Flip. This packaging feels really luxe. It's kind of heavy, but not too heavy. It's nice metal packaging, and this color is so pretty. So there is one swipe coverage. Here is the color finished. It is pretty opaque. I didn't think that this pink was this vibrant. I thought it was more of a nudie pink. I'm going to mix it with the nude for the finished look because I just don't think that the vibrant pink matches what I was going for. But this was really, really nice. I think it's decently pigmented. Yeah. I do not wear liquid lipsticks out during the winter. I stick to the lipsticks during the winter. I might wear them for the videos and stuff, but they come off. Alright, so like I said, I mixed a little bit of a nude color in with the pink because I wanted it to match my hair more. I'm super, super matchy. Green, green, pink, pink. It is what it is. But I got an idea and I want to try it. If it doesn't work out, then I probably won't put it in the video. But I got an idea to use this eyeshadow, this slightly pinky golden color, as a highlighter maybe. I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush that I used, the more golden one. Yeah, this has a little bit more glow in it. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but I can definitely see it. But overall, all of the more highlighty shades that were in here are not as glowy. I don't know if the Australians just think we're completely crazy for all the glowing that we do, but I think that that's really pretty. And again, everything fits so well into the little theme that I had planned out with the green, the pinks. I gotta say, guys, I'm so in love with every single product. When I was applying everything, it's not that I thought anything was bad, but I didn't know it was all gonna come out and look so good. I'm looking at my skin and I'm so in love with it. I have filmed a lot of one brand tutorial videos and you guys have never seen them because they never work out. I'm so in love with how this makeup looks, I cannot even tell you. I'm gonna take 10,000 selfies. All in all, I'm so impressed with this brand. I'm so glad that they reached out to me. I never heard of the brand before. I cannot wait to make my own order. I'm gonna pick everything. Thank you so much to Gorgeous Cosmetics for reaching out to me, and I'm in love with your brand. Thank you so much. You guys definitely should try this. I will put the US and the Australian website that they sent me down below. Let me know if you guys are going to try this brand. I think you're going to love it. I am so obsessed. You will definitely see these products in more videos.